everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast, Real English for Real Life. I'm Lucy, and today I'm bringing you something that many of you have been asking for: how to order food at coffee shops. Now, ordering food is actually more complex than ordering drinks. You're dealing with more vocabulary, dietary restrictions, ingredients, and often you're combining food with your drink order. But here's what I want you to understand. Once you master this, you'll have the confidence to handle food ordering anywhere. If you haven't watched our coffee shop drinks episode yet, I definitely recommend checking that out first. It covers all the beverage basics that you'll need. But if you're ready to take your coffee shop skills to the next level, you're in exactly the right place. If you're new here, subscribe to English Podcast for daily English practice. Over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to teach you everything from basic food vocabulary to handling complex dietary restrictions like a pro. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to order any food item, ask about ingredients confidently, handle allergies and dietary needs, and combine food and drink orders smoothly. We'll also cover the cultural aspects, what's appropriate for different times of day, and how to modify orders when you need something specific. Coffee shops are perfect for practicing food English because the menus are predictable, the staff is patient, and you can start simple and gradually try more complex orders as your confidence grows. Let's begin with the foundation: understanding the two main categories of coffee shop food and when people typically order each type. Coffee shop food falls into two main categories, and understanding this is your key to navigating any menu successfully. You have sweet items and savory items. But here's what most English learners don't realize. It's not just about the food itself, it's about understanding when people typically eat each type. Sweet items are perfect for breakfast, afternoon snacks, or when you want something with your coffee. These include muffins, cookies, scones, danishes, croissants, cake slices, brownies, and donuts. The key thing about sweet items is that they're usually grab-and-go options. Most people eat these with their coffee as a quick energy boost. Popular morning choices are blueberry muffins, chocolate croissants, or cinnamon scones. If you walk into a coffee shop at 8 a.m. and see what people are ordering, it's mostly these lighter, sweeter items. Savory items are more substantial and often replace a full meal. These include sandwiches, wraps, paninis, salads, soups, quiche, bagels with toppings, and avocado toast. People typically order these for lunch or when they want something filling that will keep them satisfied for hours. Here's something important about timing that can help you avoid cultural misunderstandings. If you go to a coffee shop at 8 a.m. and order a turkey sandwich, it's a bit unusual because most people eat lighter, sweeter items in the morning. But if you go at noon and order a chocolate muffin, that's perfectly normal for a snack. Let me break down the most common sweet options for you. Muffins come in flavors like blueberry, chocolate chip, banana nut, or lemon poppy seed. Cookies are usually chocolate chip, oatmeal, sugar cookies, or sometimes seasonal flavors like pumpkin spice. Scones are a British-style pastry, often with fruit or nuts inside. Danishes are flaky pastries with sweet fillings. Croissants can be plain, chocolate, or filled with ham and cheese. And here's something interesting: when croissants have ham and cheese, they actually become savory items. For savory options, sandwiches are the most popular. Common types are turkey and cheese, ham and Swiss, BLT, that's bacon, lettuce, and tomato, grilled cheese, or chicken salad. Many places also make paninis, which are pressed, hot sandwiches with a crispy outside. Wraps are like sandwiches but made with soft tortillas instead of bread. Popular fillings include chicken Caesar, turkey and avocado, or veggie wraps with hummus and fresh vegetables. Salads at coffee shops are usually simple but fresh. Garden salad with mixed greens, Caesar salad with romaine lettuce and dressing, or sometimes chicken salad or tuna salad served on a bed of lettuce. Soup options vary by season, but you'll often find tomato soup, chicken noodle, or vegetable soup. These pair really well with sandwiches or salads for a complete meal. The beauty of understanding these categories is that once you know whether you want something sweet or savory, and whether you want a snack or a meal, you can easily navigate any coffee shop menu. Now let's learn the specific phrases that make ordering food smooth and natural. Food ordering uses slightly different phrases than drink ordering because you're often asking about ingredients, making modifications, or combining items. Understanding these nuances is what makes you sound natural and confident instead of robotic. For basic food ordering, I'd like still works perfectly. I'd like a turkey sandwich, please. But you'll also hear, can I get used frequently? Can I get the chicken Caesar wrap? This is slightly more casual and very common among native speakers. When you're looking at options and ready to decide, use I'll have to show you've made your choice. I'll have the tomato soup and a grilled cheese. This phrase works especially well when ordering multiple items. For asking about food options, do you have is essential. Do you have any vegetarian sandwiches? Or do you have gluten-free muffins? This helps you understand what's available before committing to an order. Now here's a phrase that's crucial for food but not as important for drinks. What comes with? You need to ask, what comes with the turkey sandwich? The answer might be, it comes with lettuce, tomato, and mayo, or it comes with a side of chips. This prevents surprises and helps you make informed choices. For modifications, you have three key phrases. Can I add and can I remove are your modification phrases. Can I add avocado to that sandwich? Or can I remove the onions? These phrases give you control over your order. For substitutions, use instead of, can I get mustard instead of mayo? Or, can I get a side salad instead of chips? This shows you want to replace one thing with another. When you're unsure about ingredients, and this is especially important for allergies, does this have is perfect? Does this sandwich have nuts? Or does the soup have dairy? What do you recommend works for food just like drinks, but you can be more specific. What do you recommend for breakfast? Or what's your most popular sandwich? For combining food and drinks, which you'll do most of the time, use I'd also like, or and can I get? I'd like the chicken wrap, and can I get an iced coffee with that? This flows much better than placing two separate orders. Now let's dive into something that many English learners find challenging but incredibly important. Handling dietary restrictions and allergies. This section is crucial because food allergies and dietary preferences are taken very seriously in most countries. Knowing how to communicate these clearly can literally be a matter of safety, and it also opens up many more food options for you. Let's start with the most common dietary restrictions. Vegetarian means no meat, but dairy and eggs are usually okay. Vegan means no animal products at all. No meat, dairy, eggs, or even honey. Understanding this difference is important because the requirements are quite different. Gluten-free is for people who can't eat wheat, barley, or rye. This affects bread, pasta, many baked goods, and even some sauces. Dairy-free or lactose-free means no milk products. For allergies, the most common ones in coffee shops are nuts, especially peanuts and tree nuts, dairy, eggs, and gluten. The key phrase is, "I have an allergy to," followed by the specific allergen. I have an allergy to peanuts. If your allergy is severe, you need to be very clear about this. I have a severe nut allergy. Is this item prepared in a facility with nuts? Many coffee shops will have this information and take it seriously. Don't be embarrassed about asking. Your safety is the priority. For dietary preferences rather than allergies, use I don't eat or I avoid. I don't eat gluten or I avoid dairy products. This signals a choice rather than a medical necessity, so the staff understands the level of care required. When asking about options, use these specific phrases. Do you have any vegan options? What gluten-free items do you have? Are there any nut-free desserts? These questions help you identify suitable choices quickly. For ingredients, you need to ask specifically about what you can't have. Is this made with butter? Does this contain eggs? Is there dairy in the soup? Don't assume staff will volunteer allergy information. It's your responsibility to ask. If something contains an ingredient you can't have, ask about alternatives. This sandwich has cheese, but do you have a dairy-free version? Or, can you make this without the nuts? Many coffee shops offer substitutions. Ask questions like, can I get almond milk in this? Do you have vegan cheese? Is there a gluten-free bread option? These questions help you get exactly what you need. Here's a pro tip. If you have multiple restrictions, list them clearly up front. I'm vegan and gluten-free. What options do you have for me? This helps the staff think through all your needs at once instead of discovering them one by one. By the way, if you're finding this useful, hit that like button and share this with friends or family who are learning English. It really helps us out. Remember, it's always better to ask too many questions than to assume something is safe for your diet. Most coffee shop workers are trained to help with dietary restrictions and appreciate clear communication. Now let's practice these concepts with some realistic conversations. Now I want to show you these concepts in action with real conversations. To make this as authentic as possible, I'm bringing in my co-host Mike to help demonstrate these scenarios. Mike, say hello.
Hey everyone. Happy to help with some practical examples.
Perfect. I'm going to walk you through 4 different food ordering scenarios. These represent the most common situations you'll encounter, and I'll explain the strategy behind each conversation so you understand not just what to say, but why. Let's start with a simple breakfast order. Someone who knows what they want and doesn't have any special requirements. Mike, you'll be the barista.
Good morning. What can I get for you today?
Hi. I'd like a blueberry muffin and a medium cappuccino, please.
Great choice. For here or to go?
For here, please.
Perfect. That'll be $6.25.
Here's my card.
Thanks. I'll get that muffin for you right now, and your cappuccino will be ready in a few minutes.
Thank you. Notice how I combined my food and drink order in one sentence. This is very natural and efficient. The conversation was quick because it was a simple order with no modifications. This is your foundation. Master this type of order first. Now let's try a lunch order with some customization. This is where many learners get nervous, but it's actually straightforward when you know the phrases.
Hi there. What can I get for you today?
Hi. I'd like the turkey sandwich, but can I get mustard instead of mayo?
Absolutely. What comes with our turkey sandwich is turkey, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and normally mayo, but we'll do mustard instead. Anything else?
Can I add avocado to that?
Sure. That'll be an extra $1.50. Would you like anything to drink?
I'll have an iced tea, please.
Perfect. Turkey sandwich with mustard instead of mayo. Add avocado and an iced tea. For here or to go?
To go, thanks.
Your total is $9.75.
In that conversation, I used several modification phrases. Instead of for substitution and can I add for extras. The staff member repeated my order back to confirm all the changes, which is very common and helpful. Now let's try a more complex scenario. Someone with dietary restrictions who needs to ask about ingredients. This is where clear communication becomes critical. Hi. I'm vegan. What options do you have for me?
4 vegan options. We have a veggie wrap with hummus, our avocado toast made on sourdough, and our garden salad. We also have some vegan muffins.
The veggie wrap sounds good. Does it have any cheese or mayo?
No cheese, and we use hummus instead of mayo. It has lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and sprouts.
Perfect. I'll have the veggie wrap. Does the hummus contain tahini? I'm allergic to sesame.
Let me check with the kitchen about the ingredients in our hummus. One moment. Good news. Our hummus is just chickpeas, olive oil, lemon, and garlic. No tahini.
Excellent. I'll take the veggie wrap and a black coffee, please.
Perfect. Veggie wrap and black coffee. For here or to go?
For here, please. That conversation shows how to handle dietary restrictions properly. I started by stating my dietary need clearly, asked specific questions about ingredients, and even checked for a specific allergen. The staff was helpful and thorough, which is typical when you communicate clearly. Finally, let's practice a scenario where someone is unsure and needs recommendations. Hi. I'm looking for something for lunch, but I'm not sure what I want. What do you recommend?
What kind of flavors do you like? Are you looking for something light or more filling?
Something filling, and I like fresh, healthy options.
I'd recommend our chicken Caesar wrap or our quinoa salad with grilled chicken. Both are really popular and quite healthy.
What comes with the Caesar wrap?
It's grilled chicken, romaine lettuce, Parmesan cheese, and Caesar dressing in a spinach tortilla. It comes with a side of chips.
That sounds perfect. Can I get a side salad instead of chips?
Absolutely. What dressing would you like on the salad?
Balsamic vinaigrette, please. And can I get a sparkling water?
Caesar wrap with side salad, balsamic dressing, and sparkling water. Coming right up.
This conversation shows how to get recommendations and then get the information you need to make a good decision. Asking what comes with helps you understand exactly what you're ordering. Thanks for helping with those examples, Mike.
My pleasure. Good luck with your food ordering, everyone.
The key to all these conversations is being clear, polite, and specific about what you need. But what happens when something goes wrong with your order? Food problems can be more serious than drink problems because they might involve allergies, food quality, or missing items. Knowing how to handle these situations confidently protects your health and ensures you get what you paid for. The most serious problem is getting food that contains something you're allergic to. If this happens, stay calm but be very clear. Excuse me, I have a nut allergy, and I think this item might contain nuts. Can you check this for me? Don't eat anything if you're uncertain. Your safety comes first. If your food is wrong, use the same polite but direct approach. Excuse me, I ordered the turkey sandwich, but this appears to be ham. Most places will fix this immediately without any questions. Don't feel bad about speaking up. You paid for what you ordered. For food quality issues, you can say, I'm sorry, but this doesn't taste fresh, or this bread seems stale. Could I get a fresh one? Quality issues are usually handled quickly and professionally. If you're missing part of your order, say, I think I'm missing something. I ordered a sandwich and a side salad, but I only received the sandwich. Don't assume they'll remember. Remind them clearly what you ordered. For temperature problems with hot food, you can say, this soup is cold. Could you heat it up for me? Or, this sandwich is supposed to be hot, but it's room temperature. If you bite into something and realize you don't like it, you can politely say, I'm sorry, but this isn't what I expected. Is it possible to exchange it for something else? Many places will work with you on this, especially if you're polite about it. For dietary restriction mistakes, be very clear. I ordered this vegan, but I think there might be cheese on this, or I asked for gluten-free bread, but this looks like regular bread. Remember, most coffee shop staff want you to be happy with your food. They're usually very understanding when problems arise, especially if you're polite and clear about what's wrong. And here's something important. If you have a food allergy and there's any doubt about an item, don't eat it. It's always better to ask questions or order something else than to risk your health. Now let's talk about the social and cultural aspects of eating at coffee shops. Understanding coffee shop food culture helps you fit in naturally and avoid any awkward situations. Different times of day have different food expectations, and knowing these helps you order appropriately and feel confident. Morning hours, roughly 7 to 11 a.m., are dominated by breakfast items. People typically order pastries, muffins, bagels, or light breakfast sandwiches. If you order a heavy sandwich or salad during these hours, you might get some surprised looks, though it's not wrong, just unusual. Lunch hours, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., are when people order substantial items like sandwiches, wraps, salads, and soups. This is also when you'll see the most crowded coffee shops, so be patient and have your order ready. Afternoon hours, 2 to 5 p.m., are perfect for snacks. Cookies, cake slices, or small items with coffee or tea. People often use this time for meetings or study sessions with light food. If you're planning to stay and work or study, it's polite to order food every hour or two. You don't want to occupy a table for 4 hours with just one small purchase, especially during busy periods. Sharing tables is common when places are crowded. If you need to share, ask, "Is this seat taken?" Or "Do you mind if I sit here?" Most people are fine with sharing, especially during lunch rushes. When eating messy foods like sandwiches or salads, be mindful of others around you. Use napkins, clean up crumbs, and don't spread your food across the entire table if you're sharing space. Coffee shops are great places for casual business meetings or study groups involving food. If you're with a group, consider ordering together. "We'd like 2 turkey sandwiches, 1 veggie wrap, and 3 coffees." This is more efficient than individual orders. Many coffee shops allow you to customize orders significantly, but remember that complex modifications take more time. During busy periods, simpler orders help the flow and show consideration for other customers. Food at coffee shops is also a great conversation starter. Comments about the food, asking for recommendations, or complimenting someone's choice can lead to interesting conversations with other customers or staff. Now let me give you the essential strategies for success. Let me give you your coffee shop food success strategy. First, understand the 2 main categories: sweet items for snacks and breakfast, savory items for substantial meals. Know what's appropriate for different times of day. Master the key phrases: "I'd like," "What comes with," "Can I add, remove," "Does this have," and "instead of." These phrases handle 90% of food ordering situations you'll encounter. For dietary restrictions, be clear and specific. "I have an allergy to," "I'm vegan." "Do you have gluten-free options?" Never assume anything. Always ask about ingredients when in doubt. Don't be afraid to customize your order. Coffee shops expect modifications. Ask for substitutions, additions, or changes to make your food exactly what you want. For problems, stay polite but direct. "Excuse me, I think there might be a mistake," solves most issues quickly. Your health and satisfaction are important. Remember, coffee shops are perfect for practicing food English because the vocabulary is predictable, staff are patient, and you can start simple and gradually try more complex orders as you improve. Don't forget to check out our coffee shop drinks episode if you haven't already. Together, these 2 episodes give you complete coffee shop confidence for any situation. Subscribe to English Podcast for more real English lessons every day. Give this episode a like if it helped you, and let us know in the comments, what's your favorite coffee shop food? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow with another episode. Keep practicing, and remember, real English for real life.